The second part of a tutorial that's dealing with placing video in InDesign is going to center around the idea of making navigation points throughout your video, as well as a few additional options through Adobe Acrobat after you export it from Adobe InDesign. So to begin, we'll end up clicking on our video and we'll go over to the media panel. Now you'll notice that you have this little option down here called navigation points, and it also has a plus and minus sign. So basically what you need to do is you need to find exactly where through the video you want to make basically a chapter marker. So for example, maybe I want to make a chapter marker around 3 minutes for how to implement the 3D green screen. By having my scrubber at 3 minutes and 21 seconds, I can hit the plus button, and that will make a navigation point, and I can rename it accordingly. So I'll just name mine 3D green screen so the viewer knows that's where it starts. The next thing I need to do then is close my media panel, go up to my buttons and forms panel, and then what I can do is I can actually make a button down here. I'll change the stroke color so it's white. I'll make this a button, and then what you can do is you can do an on click on the actions button, hover and select video. And you'll notice now that it's picking up the video that's in. It's going to play from my navigation point, and it knows exactly where it's going to start. So then I can click on this, and that's basically all you need to know for navigation points. You can make several different boxes that end up correlating with what chapters or area you want your video to start or end at. The other thing we're going to take a look at now is we're going to go to our media panel again, and you'll notice that we can add a few more and things of that nature. But what I really want to show you is the fact that after exporting this out, we actually have more options for our media player. So let's export it, save it as a test, interactive PDF as always. We'll wait until Acrobat pops open, and then when it does, we're going to pause our video for a second, or actually I'll show you that the navigation thing works really quick. Boom, there we go. So the navigation button down here does officially work, but if you go up here to where it says tools, and under your content drop down menu there's this option called select object, and you can left click on that and then double click on the video, and you'll have even more options to choose from. So some of these options are the same ones you see in Adobe InDesign, but some of them are a little bit further advanced. So again, I can enable when the page is open, I can disable the content in different ways, I can play the content on page, I can make it play in a floating window, I can add a border to it. Now the border is a little bit tricky though because it's a black border that's added to it, so it's more suggested to do that through InDesign with your stroke tool. But I'm going to go over the controls here, and you'll notice that here's my playback controls and the skin that overlays it. So now what I can do is I can actually select which options I want. So now I'm going to change it to have more options for the viewer. I can also change the specific color that the web skin player is. And last but not least, for my video, if I want to make chapter points through Adobe Acrobat, this is the area I would do it in. So now I'll click OK. And now you'll notice that if I go back to my hand tool and I play, that now my web player down here is red, and it's also got several different options. And I can still scrub through, and I can still click on my navigation point to go to that specific spot on my tutorial. So there you have it, just a few extra tips on what you can do with video through InDesign. And we can even go further with this, but for now let's just stay right here at a comfortable pace, and we'll come back to this a little bit later.